leaves for our crew to position themselves on board. Reporter is Penny Bustin. We have a camera in the cab. Let's go.
Here we are. It's just before 8 o'clock and we're ready for the off.
Signal is green. We've got a maximum speed limit of 15 miles an hour whilst we go into Gasworks Tunnel.
Here we are. We're just emerging from the Stoke tunnel and entering the Doncaster signalling area.
Well, we've just picked up the Railwatch train. There it is, 1S16. It's just gone through the Stoke tunnel there. With me is Paul Irving, who's the signal box supervisor. We've got the train now. You've got to look after it for roughly how long?
We'll look after it for about 45-50 minutes, Paul, until it passes off our patch north of Doncaster.
Well, perhaps we better first of all explain this code 1S16. Why is it called the 1S16?
Well, it's a 4-digit identification number, which the first digit 1 is a Class 1 express passenger train. S indicates it's an interregional train terminating in the Scottish region, and the last 2 digits identify that particular service.
Right, so you don't refer to it by a time of leaving King's Cross or by the engine number or anything like that. From now on until it leaves you, it's known as 1S16.
That's right, and if we refer to that train in any of our communications, everyone knows which train we're talking about.
OK. Well, Nick is setting routes there as we speak. We can just glance over his shoulder. Explain to me how we know where the train is at any one time, apart from the digits appearing in the train describer there.
Well, the train appears on the railway by the red lights. You can see the red lights moving along. They're actually either side of 1S16's identifying number, and as the train moves along, the red lights move along and the identifying number moves along.
You can hear the AWS warning going. John is reacting to that and cancelling that out. If he failed to do that, of course the brakes would apply automatically.
They're probably turning him in.
There must be more than one in front.
Yeah.
Might be turning him in, unless he's getting Jack Costa's one.
3 signals back.
So we've still got a red ahead.
That thing again from Liverpool.
What's that approaching us?
Looks like a locomotive haul train.
Yes, Liverpool to Norwich, I think.
Yes, it's quite possibly the Liverpool to Norwich, yeah.
We seem to be almost still, yet we're doing, what, 40
Yes.
miles an hour?
Yes, that's quite true. The appreciation of speed when you come down to, what, 30 now, from 125 or 115, it's quite remarkable. And this is a danger area for drivers when they're approaching red signals and station stops. So the importance of a good working speedo is important. Got a yellow signal now and the train ahead is moving slowly. John's increasing speed.
Could this make us late into York?
We were running about 1 minute late when we come past Stoke. Although we've got some recovery time, it's difficult to say at this stage. We're trying to do our best.
No problem so far. Are we running to time?
2 minutes late at Stoke.
So what would cause that, do you think?
Probably a temporary speed restriction on the Peterborough area, but what happens, the timetable's constructed so that there's extra time approaching Doncaster, and you should be able to pick that time up quite easily.
Can I just pick up one of these things here? I notice we've got a lot of these little red blocks here. They're almost like kiddies' building bricks. What do you use these for?
The reminder appliances, they go back to the early days of railways when signalman had to make sure he didn't move a set of points or change a signal. And in order to do that, he would place that over the control for the point or the signal. Mm-hmm. And these are the modern-day versions of them. Lever collars, they used to be called.
There is a different form here. Sorry, Nick, Nick's away on the phone again. Good grief, let's all go here. Let's have a look at this thing here. Now, what is this?
This is for the actual button on the panel which controls the signal, and if you put that over any button on the panel, you cannot actually press the button. It stops you doing it.
So this goes over the famous perspex switch?
That's right.
Right. OK. So he's back on the phone again. 1S16, where is it now?
1S16 is just approaching Grantham. Is due through Grantham at 6 minutes past 9, so we're still 2 minutes late. There is, in fact, an 80 miles an hour temporary speed restriction on just south of Grantham, so that'll have lost him perhaps another 3/4 of a minute or so.
What's that black and white
That's the black and white signal, banner repeater.
Told you the signal's clear around the corner. There you
Yeah.
go, 2 yellows.
We've got a 2
Green
yellow.
now.
Change to green.
Yeah, no, winding it up.
Yeah. It does increase in speed now.
Here's a 91. Sorry, John.
The Class 91 is just going past now. You'll see it's in a push-pull mode with the Class 91 on the rear. In the distance you can see the approaches to Grantham Station. Again we've got adverse signals. So it's quite likely that the train is still ahead of us. There was a possibility that they could have diverted the train off onto the platform line, but don't appear to have done so.
Let's just try and explain a little bit of what happens as 1S16 jumps from one window to another. What sort of lights will change here in terms of the signals that the driver will see on the track?
Well, the signals that the driver sees, they're already in the proceed position for him. But when the train passes the signal, that signal actually goes to danger to protect that train. And the signals behind the train, immediately behind is red, and then 1 yellow, 2 yellows, and green as you get further behind the train.
So you don't have red, amber, green then, you have red,
2 yellows.
2 yellows,
the,
1 yellow.
1 yellow, and then the red.
Right. So as soon as the train's gone through, the lights go to red, so nothing can come up immediately
That's
at its
You
back.
can see that happening now. Train's just past 23 signal, Barrowby Road at Grantham. 23 signal has gone to danger on the panel.
Right. So
And-
on the track, the driver coming at the back will see a red light.
If there was another train there, yes.
Right.
You see, if you look at the situation here, 1D33, the Yorkshire Pullman, just past number 35 signal at Barkston South. So that signal is at red. Number 33 is at 1 yellow. Number 29 is at 2 yellows. And number 27, which 1S16 drivers are looking at, is a green.
Right.
And these trains are more or less moving at the same speed, so they should maintain that sort of spaced interval between them.
John's increasing the speed at the moment up to the maximum line speed of 125. Seem to be running under the clear signals, passing a parcels train on the right, or by the Class 47 locomotive. We're still under the control of Doncaster Signal Box, although just a few miles ahead is a gate box called Claypole, and they will control the crossings in that vicinity. We've got the odd minor pedestrian crossing with all the relevant warning signs.
Okay, how are we doing then with 1S16? Where are we approaching now?
Well, we're approaching Huffham now, which is 111 miles from King's Cross, and she should be just getting onto the high-speed stretch now. It's downhill most of the way from Stoke Tunnel until you get to Claypole. This is the Claypole area, and then it's more or less level across the Trent Valley towards Carlton, which of course we'll see as the train progresses further along.
Now, this is a pretty straightforward stretch here, isn't it? You're not having to change points or anything like that. It's more or less just going as the crow flies.
That's right. Now, as long as you've got 2 or 3 trains all going on the same route, then the signalman's actions tend to be confined to observing his track circuits, ensuring that the train's keeping moving and that there's no problems.
Still proceeding along at 125, still on the approaches to Newark. Running under clear signals.
This is a good job for you, Ron, isn't it? Get back. What time do you get back? 3 o'clock?
The majority of these signals along the track are automatic. They're operated by the train ahead through track circuiting. Every now and then the signalman has got an override feature that you can replace signals to danger in emergency.